And we are back here on Pond Creek, Belfry Men's League, as we want to thank Hatfield's Funeral Home, Three Guys Pizza and Brew. I want to thank Markham Ramora and Associates, as well as our good friends at the, I want to thank our good friends at the Trailhead Bar and Grill. I want to thank Punk's Tires, Big Sandy Community and Technical College. I also want to thank the our good friends at Moore's Chrysler of West Williamson. I want to thank Double Quick. Get on the double at Double Quick. I want to thank Mingy Beef Jerky, Citizens Bank of Kentucky. Now, as we're sitting here, Belfry Men's League, City Cuts versus Mountain Men. This one here will be a good one. As we're sitting here, as you sit and look, you got the City Cuts fully loaded. Mountain Man short-handed today. There's no Keem Works, no Blaine Keithley. So you're going to have Mark Booby Maynard, and you're going to have Yates, Austin Banks, Matt Maynard, Brent Perry, Cam Works, and over on the other side, City Cuts, you're going to have Jackson Estridge, Rakim Gray, Keyshawn Rhodes, Jarius Jackson, Jeremy Dillon, Carson Taylor, David Early, and Josh Reed. So get ready to, this is the game everybody wanted to see. Everybody's been waiting for this one for a while. Would like to see them 100%, but both teams 100%. City Cuts still missing Stevie Browning. But this one here should be a good one. So you're going to have Jarius Jackson jumping off with Cam Works. Jackson gets the jump ball. Estridge has the ball on the wing, kicks it to Gray. Gray over to Rhodes. Estridge, free throw line jumper. He's off the mark. Got to follow a shot there. Here comes Matt Maynard back the other way. Maynard guarded by Keyshawn Rhodes. Gives it to Brent Perry. Brent Perry has been a hot hand. Listen, you got to play Brent Perry better than that. Cannot give him any space. Rakim Gray, nice job getting the easy bucket. Here comes Banks. And Rakim Gray, he's got Rhodes. Rhodes, who had layup the other end. As David Early is in the game now. David Early has played a couple different colleges, played at Radford, then I think Tennessee, I can't remember if it was Tech or one of the Tennessee schools down there, and now we'll be playing pro ball overseas in Europe. So here comes Jarius Jackson. Jarius Jackson guarded by Matt Maynard. Matt Maynard, one of the older vets, but, he's as good as any player in this league. I mean, you'd make a strong case taking him #1 pick, Rakim Gray. Hitting him with the spin move there. There's Works. Off the mark, Early. Rips down the rebound. Here comes David Early. David Early across the court. Jarius Jackson to Estridge from the corner. Estridge off the mark. Now Banks leaves it to Maynard. There's Banks back to Maynard. Maynard for three. Sinks it. Matt Maynard makes it 4-3. Estridge bringing the ball up the floor here for City Cuts. He's got Coach Perry. That's his coach matched up with him. If anybody knows his strengths and weaknesses, it's his coach. So it'll be an interesting matchup. Rakim Gray, I don't know if that's the shot City Cuts once Rakim taken. There's Brent Perry. He's off the mark. We're going to have a lot of threes by Maynard and Perry in this one. David Early working on Cam Works. Man, what a matchup that's going to be. Yates comes away with it. Yates getting downhill, swings it out to Works. Works guarded by David Early. I think it's going to stay Mountain men's ball. Banks matched up with Gray. Brent Perry, nice take. Nice finish by Perry. Gives them the 5-4 lead. David Early with a nasty move off the glass, and he can't get it to fall. As seeing Early go to the free throw line here. Again, David Early. If you go best players in the D&D sports era, David Early is definitely in that top 5. I think you go, just short list, definitely David Early, Obina, Keem Works. Try to think who the other ones be in the D&D era, but they're definitely on that short list of elite players. White Battle. There's Matt Maynard. Matt Maynard trying to work on Jeremy Dillon. Maynard and Dillon. Maynard for three. He's off the mark. And Jeremy Dillon played, I think, 3 or 4 years at Marshall and then finished his career out at UPOC. Here's Works. Sinks it. Cam Works. And again, Mountain Man takes the lead again. There's Keyshawn Rhodes. Nice take. Rhodes. Nice finish. Banks left it short. Here comes Early. Early. Nice take by Early. You got Cam Works. Cam Works played his career. Alice Lloyd, Pippa passes. Nice reverse layup, no good. Jeremy Dillon rips down the rebound. Kicks it up to Jarius Jackson. Jarius Jackson. Short. Estridge grabs the rebound. He's guarded by Matt Maynard. That is his uncle. So nice matchup there. Jeremy Dillon off the marker. Whitey Little says he's tuning in. Guys, hit that like and share button. Again, big-time matchup here. Hatfield Funeral Home. I want to thank Southside Buildings and Carports, Morris Chrysler, Punks Tires, Big Sandy Community and Technical College. Estridge from the corner. Sinks it. Nice job by Perry. Beautiful spin move there, working the, he says, I'm the teacher, you're the student. As he lays the bucket on Estridge there. Keyshawn Rhodes swings over to Jarius Jackson. Jarius Jackson, good defense by Matt Maynard. Estridge thought about it. Nice take there. Taking the coach, and now Estridge getting his coach back on that one. Brent Perry, guys, Brent Perry's one of the best players. I've watched him play pickup here. Brent Perry taking it right to him there. But listen, I've watched him play pickup the last year and a half, and this dude can play. I mean, he is a sniper from three-point range. Head coach of the Belfry Pirates, Mark Booby Maynard, played college ball. He's also him and Estridge. That's Estridge's uncle. Mark Booby Maynard played college ball at straight out of high school at Lee's Community and Technical College, or Lee's University in Jackson, and then transferred from there to Ohio Southern, where he had a really good career, averaged 30-plus a game one season. Nice job, Matt Maynard sneaking in there, knocking it away from Jarius Jackson. Here comes Banks on the push. Banks scores 16-12. City cuts on top. Maynard. He's going to fire the three. Sinks it. David Early working on Cam Works. Early step back. Nice defense by Works. Maynard grabs the rebound. Here comes Matt Maynard on the break. Matt Maynard. Good defense by Rhodes. Swings it. Brent Perry. Now, that's a little interesting. Nice backcourt duo right now. Mark Maynard is the father-in-law of Brent Perry. Estridge. He gets hammered. Estridge at the line where he shot over 80% on the season, but misses that one. So, this is matchups like this. You see Swaggy Saldine down there at the end zone. Those are the players. It's not fair that you get to watch these games for free here. They come in here. Some of the top talent to ever play in the Mountains in this men's league. Works. Nice take. Here comes David Early. David Early kicks up to Josh Reed. Nice job by Reed. Reed says his claim to fame, best barber in Mingo County. Nice job by Cam Works. Filling it up from the wing and cuts the lead to 1. 19-18. City cuts on top. Jeremy Dillon. Nice job there. David Early with the spin move. Ain't much you can do about that. David Early, the pride of Logan, West Virginia. There goes Matt Maynard. Nice take. Throws it away. Josh Reed leaves it for Estridge for 3. Ooh, off the mark. Maynard comes away with it. Would have been a nice highlight for the duo. Cam Works. Strong take and one. Actually, that's probably on the ground, but let's see if they give him the points. Yep, they're giving him points. They're going to give him the M1. Old-fashioned 3 guys pizza and brew, 3-point play opportunity here. Works misses the free throw. Rare free throw missed for Works. He was backing out of it, though. Cam Works is a leader of the youth. Estridge for 3. Sinks it. Jackson Estridge tells Brent Perry, he said, "You got something in your eye, coach." Big fat 3-pointer. Here comes Works. Right now, Mountain Man's got to get Brent Perry free for some shots. Ooh. Cam Works threw a heater over to Mark Maynard. He took himself out, but that was a strong pass. I don't know anybody would have caught that pass. But Cam Works is a leader of the youth, guys. There's Estridge and Reed. Nice defense. It's over to Matt Maynard. Matt Maynard right now. Nice job. As Maynard's going to go to the free throw line. Maynard had a little smack talk for Estridge there. You know, Matt Maynard, a lot of people consider Matt Maynard the best athlete to ever come out of Belfry High School, and I think he hands down is. You know, when you talk to David Jones, he'll tell you the same thing. You know, his same answer. He said Matt's the best pure athlete to ever come out of Belfry. Coming back, David Early. Early, spin move over to Reed. Reed, nice ball fake drive. David Early coming over top. Probably an over the back there. But Matt Maynard looking at the officials like, where's the over the back? Coach Justin McCoy says this is a men's league. But that was definitely a foul. Nice job by Maynard. And they're wanting a foul, and that's the other thing right now. You know, there's only one official I just noticed. So Warwick's and Brent Perry, both of them's been helping officiate, but both of them, there's Estridge. So Coach Justin McCoy has got a tough job here in this one. It's tough to see both sides of the floor. Yates. Things over to Perry. Maynard. Extra pass. Banks for 3. He's off the mark. Timeout by City Cuts. So as they take the timeout, Coach Justin McCoy's been doing a good job officiating here today. He just got his hands full today, in this game particularly. As he's the only official on the court. There you see Swaggy Saldine over there with City Cuts. City Cuts called the timeout here. Scores 28-21. City Cuts on top. You know, they got to get Brent Perry going. As you see the fans in the stands. Let's take a look. Guys at the Markham Remora and Associates fan cam here at the Belfry Men's League. There's Isaac Woods in the house. So that's one guy we've not seen. He'll be here for Harold's Auto Body, former East Ridge Warrior. He'll be here in this one. As you see YTC up there. So a lot of fans here for this men's league. Like it. Susie Maynard, Mally Maynard. Here we come, Keyshawn Rhodes. That's the ball. That's Gray. Back over to Early. Works and Early. I love this matchup right here. Cam Works ain't going to back down from a challenge. I mean, that's just the way he is. You know, he plays every moment of the, you know, every time he steps on the court, you know, he plays as if one of the kids he's coaching is watching. And he don't ever want to see one of the kids watching that he's coaching see him in a weak mindset. So he's going to come at you. Nice job there by Works. Jeremy Dillon with the block. Here comes Early. David Early back the other way. David Early also spent time at Marshall with Jeremy Dillon. So, you know, them two former teammates on a Division I level. I think he went to Tennessee Tech maybe. Brent Perry blows the bunny after that, and then he finished out at Radford. Rakim Gray gets it out to Keyshawn Rhodes. Keyshawn Rhodes working on Brent Perry. Off the mark, Brent Perry. Works. Doing a good job holding up, working on Carson Taylor. Carson Taylor, he's just a high IQ player, plays the game the right way. And Yates off the mark there. Three-pointer up for Carson Taylor, no good. Carson Taylor says that was an assist. Yeah, Brent Perry. Front iron, no good. Yates. Here comes Jeremy Dillon on the break. Jeremy Dillon, he's going to turn it up right here. Nice take, lost it in the air. I think Banks and Dillon may have been teammates at Mingo Central one time. Good job by Brent Perry. 32-23, 9-point ball game. Here comes David Early working on Warks. Telling you, I love that matchup. Wish Kean Warks would have showed up for this one too. David Early. I don't know what he's doing. He got Brent Perry with the foul there. Timeout on the floor. As you sitting here, guys, want to thank, stood up our sponsors here real quick for you folks at home. I want to thank Three Guys Pizza and Brew, Punk's Tires. Don't be a punk. Get your tires from Jeremy and Shasta in Virgie, Kentucky. They got great deals on all different brands. Call them today for a free tread test. Also, want to thank our good friends at Hatfield Funeral Home, Southside Buildings and Carports, Big Sandy Community and Technical College, Moore's Chrysler. I want to thank Cheech's Pizza, Citizens Bank of Kentucky, Eric's Trucking. And also, guys, remember, Hatfield's Funeral Home's been in business over 50 years. Called David Hatfield. Does a great job. Call them today for all your funeral needs at 606-353-7281. Also, want to thank Glenn Martin Hammond, attorney at law. And they come back a little quick on us here, so see if we can get this. David Early working out top. Strong take there, taking it to Warks. And Matt Maynard going to walk the ball up the floor here for Mountain Men. Nice job by Maynard. There goes Rakim Gray. Rakim Gray off the mark. Surprised Mark Maynard, they need to get him in, get extra ball handler out there. He can make things happen. There's Maynard, Matt Maynard. Nothing but nylon on that one. Now he's going to cut that to a 6-point ball game all of a sudden. Nice job by David Early. Matt Maynard step back. Off the mark. Keyshawn Rhodes puts up the air ball as Maynard comes away with it. Swings it over Warks. Nice take by Cam Warks. And Cam Warks recently signed with Belfry to be an assistant coach here next season under Brent Perry. Carson Taylor with the three from the corner. Nice drive there. Cam Works off the mark. David Early holds it for the last shot here, 25 seconds. He's got Cam Works coming up, beating him up. Works hands him off the banks. Now 7 seconds to go. 9-point lead. They need a stop here early. At the buzzer, no good. It's going to be City Cuts with the lead at the break. 39-30. You're watching the D&D Sports Network. Welcome back here to the Belfry Men's League. Darryl McCoy, you're watching the Mountain's #1 leader in sporting news, the D&D Sports Network. Want to thank Hatfield Funeral Home, Toronto Steakhouse, Punk's Tire, Big Sandy Heating and Cooling. Also want to thank our good friends at Warfield IGA, Eric's Trucking, Medicine Cabinet of Kermit, Cheech's Pizza, Diamond Flagging Company, Markham Remora and Associates, Three Guys Pizza and Brew, Moore's Chrysler of West Williamson. Visit them today for all your vehicular needs, whether it's used, new, or pre-owned. Call them and they'll set you up with a great payment plan on a brand new vehicle. That's Moore's Chrysler of West Williamson. Hatfield's Funeral Home, over 50 years of service. There you see. Call them 353-7281. Punk's Tires give you a free trade test. Great deals on all different brands. And Southside Buildings and Carports. As we're getting ready to get started, second half here, City Cuts leads 39-30, leads the Mountain Men. Mountain Men, most people has the Mountain Men the best team again. They are no Keelan Works. Let's see if I can figure out some other players they're missing. They're missing Blaine Keithley, Keelan Works, Well, that's the only two they're missing. So, you know, be interesting to see will they have enough firepower to defeat City Cuts. So, second half coverage coming up here in just a moment. Again, City Cuts has Jeremy Dillon, Jarius Jackson, Keyshawn Rhodes, Carson Taylor, Josh Reed, David Early, and seems like I'm missing one. There you Rakim Gray. So here we go, guys. There's still, I think, 3 games today. Unfortunately, I don't think that we'll have the other games live. We have a no, we have we have a banquet, sports banquet, Belfry sports banquet up next. So this will be our last game today. May do one more. And Brent Perry had it poked away. Here comes David Early. Nice job over to Estridge. Touch pass to Jarius Jackson. That's the way you run a break. Again, Jackson Estridge will be going up to Grayson to play his college ball. Signed committed to Kentucky Christian University. He's a kid, got a very bright future. One of the most talented kids you'll find. Swing the ball over, Jeremy Dillon. Just skill-wise, it's hard to find anybody more skilled than him. Kid lives and breathes, stays in a gym. KCU, I know the KCU coach, very high on him. Thinks he could be one of the key pieces to the future there at Kentucky Christian University. Jarius Jackson plays collegiate ball. Plays, I think, down in Florida is where he's at now. David Early rips down the rebound. David Early be playing pro ball next year. Jeremy Dillon played Division I ball at Marshall for 3 years, finished out at UPike. He is the Kennedy Award winner, won Mr. Football in West Virginia his senior year, led Mingo Central to a state title. Here comes Cam Warts again, played at Pippa Passes. Alice Lloyd, great career there. There's Brett Perry, nice job. Here comes Jarius Jackson. You gotta watch Jarius Jackson. You know, he'll jump up and surprise you every now and then. Sneakingly athletic. Austin Banks back out to Brent Perry. Brent Perry. Off the mark. There's Jeremy Dillon knocking down the trifecta. 48-36. Mountain Men. Now, Matt Maynard, Brent Perry, Cam Warts, they got to get some shots up here. Brent Perry, nice job. He's going to draw the foul. No. Brent Perry. And that's that one, David Early. Early working on Cam Warts. Good defense there. Keyshawn Rhodes maybe should have went up with that. Jarius Jackson off the mark. Jackson Estridge, weak side rebound right to Keyshawn Rhodes. the mark, Matt. Or no, that's Cam Warks. Cam Warks hands off to Matt Maynard, back to Warks. Warks, nice take. Strong take. He'll go to the line. Nice job there, initiating contact, drawing the foul. There you go, David Early. Sinks it, David Early, way downtown. Nice job up, Jarius Jackson. Here comes Jarius Jackson back the other way. He's going to pull up, jumper. Rims out. Kicks it up. And David Early goes up, and Cam Warts drawing the foul there. So right now, neither team close to the bonus. I think it's second team foul for City Cuts. They got one team foul for Mountain Men. Brent Perry, he's got Rhodes on him. Keyshawn Rhodes is a pretty good defender. Matt Maynard fires the three. Jeremy Dillon snags the rebound. And Mark Booby Maynard, nice back tip by Mark Maynard. Estridge rims out. Brent Perry. Has the ball right there coming off screen. Yeah, you can't give him any space. He misses that one wide left there, but Estridge, nice pass to Jarius Jackson. Jarius Jackson going to draw the foul. Getting this City Cuts team always looking fashionably well as they're repping the D&D Mountain Elite brand on their uniform, but owned and operated by Josh Reed. He's the team manager. Josh does an amazing job with his business there, City Cuts in Williamson, West Virginia, located right across from the historic Hurley Drugs. And City Cuts is not a sponsor, but they do such a good job. We want to make sure we let the community know the best place to get your hair cut in the Mingo Pike area. There goes Brent Perry. Nice job by Brent Perry. Nice finish. They needed that one. Here comes Estridge on Mark Booby Maynard. Good defense by Booby Maynard. Oh, nice pass, Rakim Gray out to Estridge. Estridge there. Got that one off his feet. Timeout. There's your Mountain Men team. They were just wore out, man, outnumbered. As you see, Whitey Little says he's tuning in. Guys, hit that like and share button. Get these numbers up here. Get these numbers up as you got. This is the matchup everybody wanted to see. Again, Keegan Warwick's not here, Blaine Keithley. So Mountain Men, I mean, we'd be remiss if we didn't say, talk about them two missing, because that's a huge key pieces. But would love to see this matchup later in the season when both of these rosters are at full strength. The you see David Early working on Works. Early. Nice job kicking over to Jarius Jackson. Good job there. Yeah, Booby Maynard there. Didn't see that last one. Nice job by Josh Reed. Let's see here. Yeah, that was Booby Maynard with a 3. Nice shot. Didn't see that one either. I'm trying to look. They'll kick it back up court. Brent Perry, nice job. Reed matched up with him. Estridge with the floater a while ago. They kick it out to Brent Perry again. Jarius Jackson comes up with the steal. Jackson. Stolen away by Banks. Booby Maynard can get credited with the turnover. Again, at one time, both the Maynard brothers, Matt and Booby, I don't know there was anybody in pickup in the area here, in the Pond Creek area. Anybody, I mean, even over to Pikeville, up to Logan, I don't know there's anybody as good as them two at one time. They both of them had their years, probably about 4 years, where they dominated pickup ball in the area. There goes Brent Perry, nice take, and he's going to draw the foul. Estridge fouling Perry. So you're sitting here, guys. This second half is sponsored by Tug Valley Wellness Clinic. Royal Health, very important. Make sure you call Tug Valley Wellness Clinic for all your health care needs. Brent Perry sinks that one. Located in Lenore, West Virginia. 63-49, City Cuts. 9:30 to go. Still a lot of time to be played here. Swing it out. David Early over to Estridge. Estridge, he's going to fire a long 3. He's off the mark. Banks. Estridge grabs the rebound. Estridge on the break. Nice job attacking there. Estridge seen a hole and he hit it. Matt Maynard, nice drive. Good job cutting the baseline off. Swings over to Works for 3. Works a little off on that one. David Early kicks it up to Rakim Gray, but Banks gets the steal right now. They got to capitalize on the offense end. Brent Perry kicks it back to Works. Works goes up. Works wanted the foul. Brent Perry, probably a good thing they didn't call it. Brent Perry with the bucket. Love Cam Works' effort on defense on David Early here. Estridge driving baseline. Nice job by Estridge. There. Good matchup with his coach there. Matt Maynard with a beautiful take. He's going to go to the free throw line. We're at the 8-minute mark. Maynard nets the free throw. 67-52. 15-point advantage right now for City Cuts. Rockham Gray. Jeremy Dillon working on Works. Back around. Now you got Brent Perry on David Early. Again, Brent Perry, one of the better players in this league. See him right now. There's Matt Maynard. Nice job. Good job by Banks finding Maynard over there on the wing. And it's back to an 11-point game. And there goes Rhodes. The mark, Banks, he's going to kick it up. Perry spots up. Normally he gets his feet set that much, it's in there. They save it. Matt Maynard. Back to Banks. Banks drive over to Perry. He's off the mark. Brent Perry. He had, I think the first game, I think he had 11 threes maybe. It was something like that, something insane. I can't remember how many first game in this season. First game of the season. Here comes Matt Maynard back the other way. Brent Perry. Nice job running the floor. And don't look now. It's a single-digit lead. 9-point ball game. Nine-point ball game in this one as Mountain Men trying to make a comeback. Good job conserving timeouts, using timeouts. So as we're sitting here, guys, I want to thank Tug Valley Wellness Clinic, Cheech's Pizza, Eric's Trucking, Medicine Cabinet of Kermit, Logan Bank and Trust, Moore's Chrysler, Punk's Tire, Hatfield Funeral Home, Markham Ramora and Associates, your go-to attorney in Mingo County. If you're looking for the judgment you've been looking for and the outcome you deserve, call Markham Ramora and Associates today for all your legal needs. Also, want to thank Southside Buildings and Carports, as well as Big Sandy Community and Technical College. Big Sandy Community and Technical College will have their graduation next week. Well, let's see here. Here comes David Early. David Early swings it out to Jeremy Dillon. Jeremy Dillon over to Rockham Gray. Rockham loses it. Jeremy Dillon saves it. Gets over to Carson Taylor for three. Taylor can knock it down. Nice rebound by Banks. Banks swings it over. Brent Perry, nice take by Perry. And guys, don't look at scoreboard now. All of a sudden, Mountain Man has crawled back within 7. Got 4:57 to go, and that's what I was going to say. You may want to bring Estridge in. Estridge is the young gun on the team. He's the one that's got the energy. You know, these other guys, they'll tell you, you know, I mean, they can be great in spurts. You know, the get older, basketball gods, you know, they start taking a little bit away from you. But, you know, that's the good thing about having Estridge on there is defensively he's got enough energy to go out there. You know, Jeremy Dillon, really good shot blocker. I'd like to see Jeremy play in the paint more because he's one of the better shot blockers you'll find in pickup ball. Cam Works. Again, Jeremy Dillon, former Mr. Football in West Virginia. Kennedy Award winner, state champion, decorated career, high school athletic career. He's a Mingo County legend. David Early, Logan County legend. Janice Roden says, come on, Jackson, show them Maynard boys. They had their time to shine back in their day. Now it's your time to shine. Brent Perry. Nice job by Brent Perry. Again, Brent Perry is a bucket. He's an official bucket. 67-61, 6-point ball game. City cuts. David Early. Uh-oh, he throws it away. Cam Works. They wanted to foul. It didn't come. Here comes Cam Works back the other direction. Works kicks it to Banks. Banks off the mark. Matt Maynard comes away with it. Swings over. Brent Perry. Nice ball fake. Estridge comes away with the rebound. Estridge one-on-one with Matt Maynard, and Maynard calls the foul. Estridge going to go to the line, 80% free throw shooter. Again, this Belfry Men's League, guys, this is going to be something that people look forward to every year. That people can't wait for. You know, I mean, if they can continue to keep these big names coming in the years to come, this will be something that's going to grow to be a big thing in the area. There's Matt Maynard working on Keyshawn Rhodes. Swings it over to Cam Works. Brent Perry for three. Sinks it. Brent Perry just like that. We got a 4-point ball game with under 2 minutes to go. David Early. Brent Perry going to foul early. Again, Brent Perry right now trying to put his team on his back. Him and Cam Works, Matt Maynard. Listen, Austin Banks has played a heck of a game too, as well as the Yates and Booby Maynard both has come in. Booby Maynard hasn't played as many minutes as you'd probably want him to. Early, nice take. Early goes right at him. Says too small. Jeremy Dillon with the steal and the bucket. Big three for Jeremy Dillon. Coming back, 73-64, Works. He's off the mark. Trap. They trap David Early up to Jeremy Dillon. They'll swing it up at Estridge. He's going to hold it up. Jeremy Dillon, fade away. I don't know. I think they was wanting to burn some clock, but Jeremy let that one fly. He says, hey, greatness don't wait. Jeremy makes that shot in his sleep. Nice job by Matt Maynard. Timeout on the floor. Again, Jeremy, one of my favorites. You know, when we first started D&D, Jeremy was in the area, and that's when he was doing his thing up on Minor Mountain, and just a phenomenal career. Love watching Jeremy every time he's on the floor. Jeremy just, he's got a high motor, plays hard. Very talented. Jeremy is a kid that could have played big time, in my opinion, could have played big time Division I football, and chose to go to basketball route. Chose to stick with his passion and his love. But as we're sitting here, CD cuts. 73-66 on the verge of knocking off the #1 team in the league. Again, CD cuts. Right now on the floor, you got Jackson Estridge, David Early, Jeremy Dillon, Keyshawn Rhodes, and Carson Taylor for City Cuts. Mountain Men, Brent Perry working on David Early there. Matt Maynard trying to bring the trap over. Nice job. David Early just splitting a double team. Nothing you can do about that. David Early just too strong. See here. Cam Works. Mark Booby Maynard for three. And again, I told you, Booby Maynard, man, at one time, the dude was unstoppable in this area. Just a natural athlete. Matt Maynard gets credit for being the best athlete, but, after high school, Mark Booby Maynard took that next step. Had a really good college career, and then had a spectacular MMA career. I think he went 9-1, was the Gladiator champion, middleweight champion, I think, or Don't call a foul. So 6-point ball game. One more foul to give. And David Early going to go to the line. And it should put them in the bonus. Love this. Mountain Men, man, they do not want to lose this one. All ultra competitive guys. That's what I like about this Mountain Men team, is they compete. Fierce competitors. David Early sinks that one. Early. Second one up. And good. Matt Maynard. Gets it to Booby Maynard. Right back to Matt Maynard. Timeout for the red team. Nice job. They're going to call a timeout. Stop the clock. So they're going to try to get a quick turnover. I was surprised Josh Reed's as good. I figured Josh Reed, I hadn't known him playing pickup much. Nice job by David Early. But the Josh Reed has had a really good season. Estridge. Oh, and he got hammered on that. Justin McCoy not calling it. The 77-71. City Cuts takes the dub over Mountain Men. I'm sure these two will meet in the playoffs later this year. But again, guys, we want to thank Hatfield's Funeral Home, Morris Chrysler. I want to thank our good friends at Cheech's Pizza, Eric's Trucking, Big Sandy Community and Technical College, Tommy's Auto. I want to thank Southside Buildings and Carports, Punk's Tires, Hatfield's Funeral Home, Markham Ramore and Associates, Three Guys Pizza and Brew, Trailhead Bar and Grill, Double Quick, and our good friends at Mingy Beef Jerky. Guys, we're going to step away. I want to thank you guys again for watching the Belfry Men's League here on the D&D Sports Network.